BTS News today. A quiet morning at a military base suddenly turns into an arena of speculation and anxiety when one figure emerges from behind a large iron door that used to be tightly closed to the public. That morning, only one person came out: Park Jimin of BTS. There are no signs of the presence of other members, nor the accompanying officers or entourage who usually accompany them. The silence that enveloped the atmosphere felt awkward, like something was deliberately covered up. The fans who had been waiting eagerly since the night before began to whisper and ask each other questions. Where's Jungkook? Where's Taehyung? And why did only Jimin appear? Wearing a military uniform that was still neat, Jimin's face looked stiff, unlike usual. His gaze swept around quickly, as if to make sure that no one else would appear from behind the gate. His body looked stiff, and the smile that usually always adorned his face was now replaced by a wary expression that made the fans even more uneasy. Is Jimin avoiding something? Or is it simply storing something too big to share right now? For ARMY, each movement of BTS members is a carefully watched moment, full of love as well as concern. So Jimin's appearance alone became the subject of a conversation that exploded on social media. The hashtags #WhereIsJungkook and #WhyOnlyJimin immediately shot up in various countries, while thousands of accounts tried to guess what was really going on. The absence of other members caused a sense of unease, as if there was important news that was still kept tightly behind the doors of the military. Some thought that Jimin's early arrival was part of a special mission or urgent training. But this theory does not answer the main question. Why did he come by himself? And why is there no official explanation from Bigot Music? Silence on the part of the agency only added to the intensity of speculation. Fans who are used to being updated regularly feel that there is something awkward. Usually, the slightest information about BTS will be announced immediately. But this time, everything was quiet. Very quiet. Several witnesses who were at the scene that morning said they saw Jimin briefly talking to someone in civilian clothes before walking quickly to a black vehicle that was waiting for him. No words were heard, no wave of the hand as usual. Everything is brief, everything is secret. Even the media, who are usually given the opportunity to take pictures, only get a faint silhouette before the vehicle drives away. Is there someone being protected? Or maybe there is a crisis that cannot be revealed to the public? Issues began to arise that something had previously happened within the division where the BTS members were assigned. Some wild speculation mentioned that one of them had a pretty serious emotional breakdown. There are also rumors that Jimin was asked to leave first to convey an important message to his family or even to the army itself. But again, all this has not been confirmed, and the agency remains silent. Amid the flurry of questions, attention was drawn to two other big names: Jungkook and Kim Taehyung. Are they still inside? Is there a specific reason why they didn't go out with Jimin? Or are they the only reason Jimin had to come out first? One internal source who did not want to be named said that the emotional relationship between them has recently become very intense and complex. Jimin, as a figure who is known to be sensitive and empathetic, is reportedly very affected by the dynamics that occur between them. Is there a conflict we don't know about? Or is this all part of a much deeper process than it seems? Bigot Music finally issued a short statement hours after the furor hit social media. But instead of explaining, The statement just muddied the atmosphere. They said Jimin had urgent external duties and that the other members are doing well. There are no details. There is no exact time when the other members will appear. And of course, there is no explanation why only Jimin was dispatched that day. The army was divided. There are those who choose to believe and be patient, believing that the members are doing well and are serving their military duties as they should. But not a few feel that something is wrong. How could it be that in a highly watched situation like this, an idol as big as Jimin suddenly appeared on his own without adequate press escort? How could this happen without a detailed explanation? Several large fanbase accounts from Korea, Japan, and America even submitted clarification requests directly to HYBE labels. They want answers to the questions that continue to haunt them. Is Jimin in danger? Did he just run away from an uncontrollable situation? Or was he sent to convey something more important than just personal matters? On the other hand, there is also a growing theory that Jimin's departure has something to do with the mental condition of one of the members who is now being restricted access by the military. Jungkook's name came up again. An old video of Jimin crying in Jungkook's arms at their last concert has gone viral again. Many interpreted that something was not finished between them, and that the military was making things more complicated. If so, could Jimin's departure be an attempt to resolve something pending? Or is it a sign that it's too late? Tensions continue to rise when at night, Jimin's Weverse account shows activity. He posted a short message, "Sorry I can't talk right now, but I'll talk when the time comes. Please believe me." The message instantly flooded the app with thousands of hopeful and tearful comments. "I believe in you, Jimin. We will wait. Do not cry alone. You are not alone." But still, the message raises more questions than answers. What is really going on behind those military walls? Did Jimin see something he couldn't keep quiet about? Does he sense that the army needs to know something, but is stymied by military rules and the agency's publication system? Or is it possible that he is just carrying out a very personal and important mission? In such a situation, speculation became the army's daily food. But one thing that has always been the strength of this fandom is their faith in the members. No matter how dark the news, no matter how many unanswered questions, their love and trust for Jimin, Jungkook, and Taeyong never wavered. Until now, Jimin's sudden presence remains a huge hanging mystery. There was no follow-up from the agency, no sightings from other members, and no additional statements from Jimin himself. The world seemed to be holding its breath, waiting for the real story. But perhaps, as Jimin said, we just need to believe and be patient until the time comes. And perhaps, behind the silence of the members, there was something extraordinary they were preparing for, a truth that was not yet time to be revealed, a struggle that they had to go through before they could tell the world. Because behind that open military door, maybe not only Jimin's body came out, but also a burden, a secret, and a call from the heart that he could not ignore. The army can only wait. In silence, in love, in prayer.